Attention baby boomers. Most of what you've been told about inheritance and estate planning is completely outdated. That's right. You probably have incomplete, inaccurate, or outdated information, and you know what? It's not your fault. But following that outdated advice could cost your family a fortune, or even worse, cause a significant portion of your estate to go to the government. And there's only one thing that can ensure your estate will be handled exactly how you want it to avoid unnecessary expenses after death and protect your privacy in death. In this video, you'll learn exactly what that one thing is that no one is talking about and strategies on how you can secure your estate for up to 83.9% less than anyone without this information. But first, let's take a step back and look at what happened to make almost all of what you've probably been told about estate planning completely outdated and just plain bad advice. Hi, I'm Jason Kepi, and until recently, I thought my affairs were in order because I had a will. Get a will to protect your family and your estate. That's what people tell you, right? But then I started hearing horror stories of people who had an up-to-date will, whose estate would go into probate, which is a long and expensive court process that may not be avoided with a will, only to end up losing a huge amount of assets to the government and their families get far less than they deserve. Turns out, quite often, wills don't help you avoid probate. It happened enough to make me worried and anxious, but only when I thought about it, which wasn't a lot, so I put off doing anything about it. And to make matters worse, I found out that after death, a will becomes a public document that can be viewed by anyone in full. Anyone can find out who the relatives and beneficiaries are. They can look at the claims of creditors and the list of assets. They can find the phone numbers and addresses of estate beneficiaries. My family, your family. And get this, now probate courts are posting all the events associated with the settlement of an estate on the internet for anyone to see in real time. I didn't know if there was any way to avoid this. Everyone told me to get a will to protect myself, and now I was finding out that may not be enough. Who could I even trust? Then I learned about living trusts and how they help in all these situations. For example, a living trust helps people avoid probate for the property in the trust because it spells out who gets the property. Living trusts also completely protect people's privacy because they don't get filed with the probate court and no one gets to look at them unless the grantor or the trustee allows it. On top of that, there are many other little known things a living trust can accomplish, but they have historically had one very large problem. They've been extremely expensive. Average estimates are around $1,500 for individuals and $2,500 for married couples. Now, I've even seen prices as high as $3,500. Now, don't get me wrong, for most people, even that could be a very affordable price considering the time, privacy, and financial savings a living trust will provide. But what if I told you there was a way that you could see if a living trust is right for you, get all your questions answered, and learn strategies on how you could save as much as 83.9% if you decide it's right for you, all for free? Well, there is. You see, the National Association of Family Services is conducting 2 free informational seminars in your area that you'll be able to register for below, where you're going to learn a ton of things, such as the advantages and disadvantages of wills and living trusts, how you can avoid probate altogether, why putting property in children's names may be a mistake, and maintaining your privacy and protecting your estate if you become mentally incapacitated and can no longer make decisions for yourself. Now, unfortunately, space is limited and these events fill up quickly, so claim your tickets for one of the events before they fill up. Just tell us where to send the tickets, how many you need, and which event you'd like to go to, and we'll get your spot reserved. That's it. The choices you make right now could mean the difference between an estate plan vulnerable to a lengthy, costly public probate court process, or one that gives you peace of mind knowing you've gotten your affairs in order. Take control of your estate planning today and get the protection you need to have the peace of mind you deserve. Click below to claim your free tickets today.